How can I help you today?
Hey, can you give me an intro to this YouTube video?
I'd be happy to help with an introduction. What's the topic of your YouTube video?
Well, it's how do you have a real-time conversation with yourself, OpenAI?
Awesome. Here's a quick intro you could use. Ever wondered what it's like to have a real-time conversation with an AI? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of
Okay, that's
OpenAI's...
enough. I've heard enough. Thank you. This is so cool. Today, I'm going to show you how to use OpenAI's real-time API so that you can have real-life conversations like in real time as you just saw. I'm super excited to make this video, so let's dive into it. There were two major announcements that OpenAI recently made. The first is this real-time API, which this entire video is about. I'm going to show you how to set up the project and how to interact with the API so that you can have the real-time conversations. And the second announcement, which is coming soon, is a change to the chat completions endpoint. In previous videos where we've interacted with the chat completions endpoint, we've only been able to use text. If you wanted to have a back and forth conversation, like when you're using their app, you would have to convert your voice to text, you would then have to hit their API endpoint, and then you'd have to convert the text back into voice. They're updating that endpoint very soon, so you can just send voice and get voice back. You don't have to do any converting. So if you're interested, hit subscribe, and I will make a video when that feature gets released. Now into the real-time API. Let's discuss how it works and why it's so exciting. When you interact with an API, you have what they call a REST kind of endpoint. This is what we're typically used to when we've been interacting with OpenAI's APIs in the past. Normally, we would make a series of post requests, and then it would give you some kind of response. This setup makes it very difficult to have a real-time conversation because you're sending a chat message and you're waiting for the response. You can't really interrupt or have a free-flowing conversation. What OpenAI has done with this real-time API, it is instead a WebSocket connection. That means you establish a connection to their backend and it just remains open the entire time. So you can send through your chat information, it can start generating the response, but in between, you can cut it off and you can give it an additional command or you can just tell it to be quiet, and it can in real time, which allows us to have more of that free-flowing conversation. To get started, we're going to go to this GitHub page. I'm going to put links to everything in the description down below, so feel free to just click around. We want to go ahead and click this button to get the link of the URL, copy that to our clipboard, open up a command prompt or terminal window, and just go to any folder that you want to save this project to. So I'm going to go into my documents, personal projects, and within here, we're just going to make a new folder, YouTube demo. I'm going to go into our new folder and I'm going to type git space clone, and then we're going to paste in the URL that we just copied. Hit enter, and that will clone the contents of this project to our computer. If you open up File Explorer, this is what you should see, the folder with the entire project contents in there for you. If you don't have Git installed, you can go to this website and click the download for your particular operating system. It's just an executable file that you can run. If you have any command prompt or terminal windows open, you will have to close and reopen them for the changes to take effect after installing. We're now going to navigate into that folder, so we're going to go cd space. I'm just going to start typing OpenAI, and if I hit tab, it'll autocomplete and we can just hit enter. Now that we're in the working directory of the project, we can go ahead and follow these commands. There are two commands that we need to run. First, it's npm I to install the application, and then we need to start it. This is a Node.js application. If you've never used that before or you don't have Node installed on your computer, you can head over to this website, select your operating system and CPU architecture, go ahead, download and install the executable. Again, reload your terminal session, and then the commands will work. So we're going to go ahead and run npm space I. This is going to install a bunch of dependencies and set the project up for you. That'll take a minute to finish. Once it's done, type npm space start and hit enter. That will start up your web server for you. Again, that will take a minute to start up. It should automatically open up a new browser tab for you, where you can see it's kind of just loading in the background. Give it a couple of minutes, and eventually you should get a successful message like this with the web page that looks something like this. Now the web page opens up in your default browser. What I found while testing was when I used the microphone on Firefox, I was getting a bunch of error messages. So what I'm going to do is simply copy this URL and I'm gonna open up Microsoft Edge and paste that into there. So keep that in mind. If you run into errors, try using a different browser. The very first time this web page loads, it will ask you for your OpenAI API key. This is a paid API, which means you're going to have to put money or credits into your account. Head over to your API keys and go create a new secret key. Give it a name. You can restrict it to certain endpoints. I'm just going to keep it as all for now. Go ahead and create secret key. And you want to go ahead and copy the key and paste it into this tab. Go ahead and hit OK. In order to use this web page, we're going to go ahead and click connect.
Hi there, how can I help you today?
This will start the conversation. At the moment, we're in manual mode, which means if we want to talk, we have to hit the push to talk button. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
This is really good because we can have that back and forth conversation, but it does mean we need to click the button. Here's how we get that real-time conversation. If you hit the VAD button, you don't have to push the talk anymore, and it's constantly just streaming the audio to have that conversation. Let's test it out. Hey there, what's going on?
Not much, just here to help out. What about you? What's up?
Nothing. I'm just showing people how cool this application is and how we can have a conversation.
That's awesome. I'm glad you think it's cool. What have you
I have shown them how to have a conversation with you and how to interrupt you. What else have I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Sounds like you've been giving a great demo. Is there anything else you'd like to explore or show them?
Can you explain how the pricing works for this particular API?
I can't provide specific details.
Oh, well, that's no good. I thought you'd be a bit more helpful than that.
I'm sorry if I let you down there. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you give me a motivational quote?
Absolutely. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Believe in yourself, stay positive, and keep pushing forward. You've got this.
Cool. And when you're done with the real-time conversation, you can just switch it back to manual if you want, or you can hit disconnect. During my initial testing, I did find the real-time conversation was really good most times, but there were a few instances where it was a bit hit and miss. I couldn't work out whether it was detecting background noise as the audio input, or it may be a little buggy as it's only just been released. But for the most part, the conversations were really great, and the manual mode just worked flawlessly throughout. Now, I will say the pricing for this real-time API appears to be on the higher end. After about 5 to 10 minutes worth of testing and a couple of conversations, I did blow through a couple dollars worth of credit. If you are looking to integrate this real-time conversation into an application, you will have to monetize that app fairly well to cover many users having many conversations, as your bill will rack up quite quickly. Apart from that one little caveat, very cool, and I hope the price comes down over time. So that's a quick overview of how to use the new real-time API. I'm going to go away and think about how we could potentially use this with our home automation. And like I said, when the chat completions endpoint gets updated with voice to text and everything in the one API, I'll also make a video on that. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have any questions or need any guidance, just chuck a comment down below and I'll be sure to help out. As always, thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one.